We are live. Help this chat out. All right. Who shall be first? Who shall be first? Tina. Tina Morrow. What's up? What's up? Linda Pete. PT. Am I saying that right? Kristen with a K. Janine.
So those cradles are live on the website.
Okie dokie. Alright, I'm going to mix some resin up while you guys enter the room. Yellow, everybody. What's up, what's up, what's up? Teresa. Evelyn. Vamp. Alright. I'll do that in just a minute. All right, so we got this this frame cradle board that well, thank you, Deborah. How have you been? What's up, JJ? We have this frame cradle board that Erica did ocean pour on, and we have decided to put resin on the outside. It'll be white resin, and we still have to flood coat it, so we'll be doing a flood coat on the actual pour and then just clear resin on the outside. Oh no, I'm sorry, white resin on the outside, so it'll look nice, and it'll be a little bit more high contrast than the white that's on the board. So that's what we shall be doing in about 10 seconds. All right, I need to get this over here, so that. All right, so we're going to be using some stone coat countertop art coat. It is hands down the best resin on the market. First, we're going to start with B, because B is a little thinner to pour in, a little easier to mix. So I think I'm going to do, so we'll have a flood coat, which is not, we don't need too much because I don't want to fill this reservoir up. So what do you think, like 6 ounces? You think that'll be enough?
For sure. 3 ounces?
6.
20.
Put burgers on. Of course, Patricia. All right. 3 and 3, that's 6. I think that'll be enough. I don't think we need 8 ounces for that. So we'll just make 6 ounces for this. Babe, is there
What do you think?
nothing? You see this A is a lot thicker, so pour it into the B, and you're not pouring the thicker into the thin. And it's easier to stir up because the thin went in first. All right, so I think this is a little bit much, so we'll use the medium. These are stir sticks if you guys have never seen them. They are reusable. Just don't leave them in your resin. But then again, you're going to get pigment on them, you're going to get resin on them. Some of that stuff's going to stick if you don't wipe them off completely when you're done with them. All you got to do is just get an alcohol rag and wipe them off when you're done using them. Oh, and by the way, these what these are, if you're new to the channel, or if you haven't seen these yet, these are our cradle boards. Got the little cut in here so that they hang any way you like. It's not going to fall off the wall. And then normally we have them just flat. Now we have a little ring cut in them so that you can basically you have a frame to put your artwork in. And when you pour on it, it'll go down in this little moat or gully or whatever you want to call it, and there's no cleanup. And then when it's dry, like we're doing, come back and you can either paint it or you can put resin on it, whatever you want, put gold leaf on it, do whatever you want. We're deciding to put resin on it. So, and they are all available on the website right now. I think we have them in pretty much all sizes, I think. Mm-hmm. Even in 40. But 40 you have to pick up. And always remember, mix your resin, especially when it's a little cold like now. Mix it for at least 2 to 3 minutes. I'm gonna have to get that or it's gonna keep beeping and then I'm not gonna be very happy. Well, if you leave these in resin, if you leave them in here, and you have quite a bit or some, if you have just a little bit the next day, if you just wiggle it back and forth, put a little heat on it, it should come right out. If it doesn't, it might break if you try to force it out. If you leave it in a puddle, you know, when you're done the next day, you don't clean them off. Peel them off whatever you have, let them set for, I don't know, I would say a day. Come back with the heat, and if there's some that's kind of, you know, that's built up on the sides, put a little heat on it, and if you just break it and peel it, it'll come right off. Or take an X-Acto blade and cut that off after some heat, and then you could put that X-Acto blade underneath, in between the resin and the stick, and you can peel it off. If the resin is thick enough. If it's thin, I wouldn't worry about it because it's not gonna come off unless you take it off. That's the white frame. It is, Patricia, it's actually two, it's a part of the cradle board. It's just we've made it to where there's a little dam right here. So when you pour in here, it goes off into the dam. If you're careful, then you have no cleanup the next day. If you tilt it and swipe it and whatever you want to do, it will fill up if you put too much. Or you can just resin over the whole thing, let it dry, and then paint this a different color if you want it to be a frame. If not, it's just something nice, little round it. Okay, I have to get that or else it's gonna keep beeping. I don't care if anybody apologizes to me. Alright, stir this up just a little bit. Oh, and if you don't know what website we're talking about, it's artisttilldeath.com. The sticks are available. We call them moose size. We have small, we have medium, we have large, and then we have extra large. They're pretty substantially bigger with the handle. Super awesome to use. This is the small one. I think that's a moo one. That's a very small one there. Alright, so I'm not going to use all this because I'm going to put some white in there. But I'm going to sand this just because it's been a couple days. And you probably should just sand it anyway. So I'm just going to sand what she has here. If you've previously done this and you have gold or silver or bronze or any metallic, I would stay away from sanding the metallic because you'll just sand that right off and it won't be shiny anymore. So just a heads up. And I'm just using 400 just to give it a little tooth. Okay. I don't know. Do we sell the sticks individually? What do you mean? Like,
No, they come in sets, but then there's add-on options, except for the extra large ones. They're sold.
hang on. Did you hear her say that? Okay, there's too much going on. I can't read all this right now. If I don't answer a question, hopefully somebody in the feed will. I apologize. I'm just trying to get this going here for y'all. All right. Like I said, that was just 400. You can see it gives it a little tooth. Not really shiny anymore. And plus this is a little lumpy. I think it's just a little thin. I think she just didn't want to put too much on here because we don't know how that's gonna fill up. So she did this before we've done it before. So she did it live before we even messed with it ourselves. Like, so you guys saw that. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of this resin in a cup so I have some for the outside. I don't really know how much to use for the outside. It's just gonna be white. So I'm just gonna pour this. I'm not gonna pour it to the edge yet. And pour just enough to give it a nice blood coat. Heat it up a little bit. Heating it up makes it a little bit easier to spread around and get in all the good spots. I'm going to wipe my hand off first. I have a rag just soaked in 91% alcohol. I always like to have that handy. Alright, let me take this off. The crews would be mad if I got resin on this. I don't want to get resin on my bracelet. See, if you're careful, you won't even have to worry about fixing this outside edge, because that resin just falls right down in that little moat. And if you're resining it, you really don't have to worry about getting resin on it. Alright. So since it looks like I have not enough, I'm just going to go ahead and put just a little bit in some areas where it looks like it might need some. And if you remember, this resin is self-leveling, so if you have little divots, it'll find its way in there and fill it up, and should be nice and smooth the next day. So what does food coat? I have no idea what food coat does. You're gonna have to get the people in the room to answer that. Did you say food coat or flood coat? My glasses are scratched. It looked like it said food coat. Flood coat, what this is doing is it's giving it an extra layer. Like I said, it was a little wavy. It's been cold here for a couple times, and if it's cold, it sets up a little funky. Or if you've done it a little bit too thin, it kind of maybe give it some divots, just because it's not. If you spread it out, it'll find its way off the edge and then make it really thin. So I'm just putting a flood coat over this, just enough to make this nice and smooth and make it nice and shiny. And it'll look nice and domed. That'll look nice. Alright, so we're going to keep... And it hasn't even gone over the side, so I don't know what I'm worrying about. Alright, so we'll keep this much, and then we'll put some white in this one. We're going to use Color Obsession Snow White. Yeah, that is true. If your table is not level, it's a whole nother issue. Alright, so we're just going to get a little white. I want to make this kind of an opaque white so that it is definitely brighter than this white. This is the white that we painted the cradle board, and you can see that there's a little bit of white in here, all these waves, and that'll be the color of this, so it'll be definitely contrast to this.
You don't have to resin the rim.
Well,
Also.
I'm doing it.
We did garbage deliverability.
So this is what you do. Take it, and it's brown because I left the paper on. You take that paper off if you want. You don't have to if you don't want to, but some people do. And if you have trouble, when you do get them, just remember this. Just take another stick or something with a little bit of an edge on it, and just scrape it. And pull it off. It'll come right off. I really don't care about that piece of paper. Alright, let's mix this white up. Evelyn said, "Hello, Miss E." Bye, Kim. It's both, Jennifer. It's raining and she's cooking. So I'm going to be careful to not get any of this white on here. But then again, it might look nice if there's, you know, another wave that, you know, runs through it that get a little depth. So I'm just going to pour this right in the center along here. You don't need a lot. You're just giving it a nice coat. I almost set my table on fire. My alcohol rag is sitting right there. Don't want to do that. Ooh, that is a lot of white I put on there. What I think I might do is maybe push this off into that, into the gully, into the moat. Maybe fill that up with some white, and then just give this another coat of white. I have plenty. And see, that'll just fill that up, and you'll paint it white. We'll see if that'll work. And if not, you can wait till this is all dry. Yes, Patricia, it's on our YouTube channel. Alright, I think what I'll do is just go ahead and put this into this cup and just fill up. Just try to, just be very careful and just kind of fill this in. I would stay close to the edge so that it does fall in. And it's really not a big deal if it does get a little bit of white on there, because I'm sure it'll look nice with another wave running through there. I'm just not good at doing those waves, so I don't want to do that. So I'm just trying to be very careful. Alright. See, that looks nice, right? I like it, I like it. That looks super fun. I'm going to put a little bit of white right here because that board is showing. You guys need to let me know if my hat is in the way. It's Saturday. I'm not sure what time.
We can start it in the afternoon.
It's got a lot to do for that. I'm not looking forward to that. It's always so chaotic. Clara just got in. Alright, so I'm gonna add some right here. I'm literally just adding it right to the edge so it does get on the edge of this board. I hope this just fills up perfect and not like starts to fill up and fill it in, which I don't think it will. But I think this will be good. All right. I think that's fun. Yeah, you got some of that clear running off into there, but I think it'll be all right. Looks like a nice clean piece. Yes, Patricia, the boards are on the website right now. What's up, Clara? Nice and clean. And we're just going to paint the sides white. We really don't need to mess with the sides. I guess you could probably take a stir stick and just get these sides here that look like it might not have got to it. There you go. That looks nice. Nice and clean.
It looks nice. Sweet.
All right. We have some resin left. So I guess I'll make a couple coasters. We got, but we will see. All right, what can we use for some color? Since this is I know what we'll do. Mix a little bit of this in there so we get some more white. Let's use some golden colors. What do you think about that? We'll use some phthalo blue. Do a little bit in here. I don't know the last time I tried to use golden, it worked. It sure does. Alright, so we're going to do something fun here. We'll put some of that blue. Where's my teal at? If I get some teal, we can make some teal colored royal blue. That looks fun. Alright, so I'm only gonna put a little bit on this side right here, and then the rest is gonna, the white is gonna be the rest of it, so it'll look like sand. Hopefully. I don't know if you guys ever done this. I haven't done this in a while, so be patient with me, you guys. And this is just our MDF round coaster. We do sell those on the website as well. I'm going to do just a little white. And then we're going to cover the other, whoops, with these colors. Ooh, that's nice right there. Let's put this blue on the bottom. Kind of make it thin so that, thin to win. So that this teal will blend in with the white and the light blue and some of that. I don't know really why I put so much white up here. Prince of the Sea. Aloha, Prince of the Sea.
Aloha.
Take some of this dark off, and then we're going to tilt it over this clear. That doesn't look as good as I thought it was going to. Let's see here. You know what? I can try this. Nope. This aqua color really just kind of faded in there, didn't it? Let's just tilt that off there. That's fun. Now I'm just wasting resin. But if it all like blends together, I think it'll look nice. And just leave a little bit of that sand. Some of that blue. Gotta know when to tilt it. Yeah, that's fun. Are you reading any of these comments or anything? What are you doing?
Just reading on how to make breading stick to chicken. Do you have any comment I read?
Oh, that would be nice.
Hey y'all, but that's a fun little ocean coastie. I really like these inset rings. Hope it catches on. I think people will like them.
Okay.
Hey y'all, I'll try not to burn it, Janine. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. It's Wednesday. Right? Right. Ooh, you're using those pigments?
Well, I don't have anything over here, so I have a little bit left.
How do you find them?
How do I find them?
Yeah, like, do you think they're good to use in resin? Or?
I don't know. I don't know how we'll... I don't know how they're going to set up. I don't know.
It'd be a good test. There is interest in the new boards. That's awesome. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. It would be more awesome if it was Friday. Cannot argue with that. Is it better over here with that light not on? It's kind of darker, but it doesn't have that glare, you know? Because the new boards rock. What's up, Vamp? I hope you're feeling well. What's up, musical giraffe? How are things? Gina, I just love that extra large stir sticks and that glitter glass. It was gorgeous. I completely agree on all counts. It's better. That's awesome. Ooh. What color is that?
Just put it in there.
Magenta. I spent the day packaging a ton of boards. Heavy. Yeah, boards get super heavy. Understood, Miss Giraffe. That's awesome, Vamp. Anytime medication starts working is definitely a win.
afraid I'm gonna drip it onto that board and then I'm gonna be really upset. It's like yin and yang. Well, that's fun.
Sorry, y'all. I gotta finish this din real quick.
Yeah, I think that looks really good. Thanks for finishing that piece off.
I just don't know what to do with these damn sticks. Ooh, it really smells when you put golden into this. Like, it really smells not good at all.
You think that's because it's water-based?
I don't know, but it smells like ammonia. No idea it smells that bad. Well, Sandy, thank you very much.
Thanks, Sandy.
Looking forward to tomorrow. Fireball and Deep Eddy. Ruby Red, right? What's tomorrow? Sandy Stewart went tomorrow. Fireball and Deep Eddy Ruby, right? Is that what you're having tomorrow? Because it's Thursday? I don't know. Well, that's fun. This white, or this blue teal, whatever this is going underneath the white. That is crazy looking. I did not expect that.
Sorry for the energy.
Got us a tie-dye. We got us a tie-dye. We got us a Laura Taylor.
Claire Taylor and Claire Lawrence are the tie-dye.
It's fun. So if we're having that fire sale, we're gonna have to go up to Makers, and both of us go up and clean up a lot of those coasters and artwork.
Yeah.
I don't know why we haven't done that.
We've been having to cut so much clear.
I like it. It's a lot of fun. Now watch that'll come together hopefully and make some cells.
Are you gonna put any of your fresh portraits up? For the fire sale?
Oh, I don't know. I'm really not digging that color. It's like green. All right, I'm done. That is strange. All right. I'm done. I'm just worried I'm gonna get a color on this frame over here. Yeah, Teresa, I'm not gonna read that out loud because you know what happens when you acknowledge something that good is happening, right? Doing here, just cleaning off our sticks. All right, so if you just joined us, what we did was just basically I put a flood coat over what Erica did last week, and then I mixed a little white and just put the frame resin just a little white around the frame so it kind of makes it pop, makes it look nice and clean. This is our framed cradle board. If you're new to the channel, if you just jumped in, or if you don't know what we're doing, if you have any questions, let us know. They are available on our website, and this is what it looks like with nothing on them. Basically, it's a little channel in here, a little gully, a little whatever you want to call it, and it's one solid piece. So there you go. And what we did this is so that we could basically frame your artwork. And if you would like no cleanup, just pour in the center and it falls off into there. If you don't pour too much, it won't go over the side. So just be mindful that if it does fill up, it will go over the side. But we love these. I've already painted one. I've already put a portrait on one. I'm not sure if I'm going to resin it, which I don't think I will. Maybe one day I will. I'll probably do one. This is all charcoal and gold leaf. But it looks nice how it frames your work, you know? Very nice. I like it. And they are available on our website.
Right now.
Alright, I'm going to put all this stuff up here. I'm going to clean this stick off real quick. See, all you gotta do is just do that. There you go. Clean stir stick. Thank you, Pamela. All right, that about does it for tonight. This is a quickie. Yeah, Saturday we're having a fire sale. I'm not sure what time it starts. What time do you think it starts?
Can we do an afternoon?
I have no idea. What time is afternoon? I don't care. Whatever.
Let's do like 5 o'clock, so it's in between.
5 o'clock on Saturday. That's when our fire sale is. And then we have our, it'll be at least 5 artists, maybe 4, 5, it depends. On Wednesday, we're going to have a live artist session, volume 1. I'll have artists, and we're all going to go live. We're all going to be doing something different. That starts at 7 p.m. Do not miss that. I have some amazing artists coming by, and we're just going to hang out, talk art, do art, and it should be amazing.
It's gonna be brilliant.
There you go. 5 o'clock, fire sale. Do it.
Go.
Storm the stage. I taught myself. I got out of high school and all I did was just airbrush. That's what I started doing, was airbrushing. And then just started going crazy with the airbrush and just painted and painted. And that's all I did for 25 years. And then now I'm getting more into paintbrush. You know, just a little bit other mediums to give it some texture. It's not so soft and smooth. Now it's a little bit more, I guess you could say, loose and just different. I love doing the charcoal. I've done a couple of watercolors. Here, I'll show you over here. Not sure if this is going to go over here or what it looks like.
How easy.
We'll just leave this right here. This is all watercolor. This is a little bit bigger watercolor. And I did this one the other day. This is airbrush, watercolor, paint pen, paint marker, a little bit of everything. Digging all that. So I'm just trying to make my artwork look like a bunch of different people did it. Well, thank you all. So yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh, it's time to go eat some food.
Eat foods.
So with that said, we're going to change this on over to this stuff. Great anime character, you think? Mm-hmm. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. And yes, I do use a projector, and yes, I do use carbon paper. I can draw freehand if need be. We'll just get that out there.
Don't hate.
I don't mind telling people I do that. I don't mind at all. I'm not embarrassed by any means. So, you guys have an awesome night, awesome Wednesday night. We'll see you tomorrow. Probably be maybe the same time, depending on what we need to get done for the fire sale. What else? Fire sale, yeah, fire sale on 5 p.m. Saturday. And then the artist session on Wednesday the 11th at 7 p.m. Don't miss that either. And then we go to LA, do some countertops. That's gonna be fun. So you guys have an awesome night. Be kind to one another. You never know what somebody's going through. Read all that stuff. Go check out ATD's Poor People. That's our Facebook group. Thornton Artists Till Death. That's our Instagram. If you want to donate to our cause, Venmo, PayPal, it's all on there. It all goes towards the channel. It all goes towards helping us do this every single day for you guys. You guys are awesome. Have a good night. Bye.